Picture this. It's the 1930s. The world is buzzing with new technology, and massive factories are the heartbeats of modern industry. Electricity, once a novelty, is now the lifeblood of production, powering enormous machines and lighting up the future. But this powerful force had a dark side, a danger that few understood and even fewer were prepared for. This is the story of how a single, terrifying event in the heart of industrial America forever changed the way we work with electricity. It's the story of the first recorded industrial arc flash. Before we dive into this specific incident, let's set the stage. In the early 20th century, electrical safety was, to put it mildly, a work in progress. Fuses were basic, circuit breakers were clunky and slow, and the concept of personal protective equipment, or PPE, was virtually non-existent.
How workers
Often handled high-voltage equipment with little more than leather gloves and a prayer. They knew electricity was dangerous, sure, but the specific physics of an arc flash, an explosive release of energy that can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun, was widely understood. It was a hidden monster lurking within the tangled wires and humming transformers of the industrial age. Our story takes place at a massive power generation facility. Imagine towering generators, the air thick with the smell of ozone and hot metal, and the constant deafening hum of immense power. The men who worked here were pioneers, taming a force that was still mysterious and untamed. They were brave, they were skilled, but they were also unknowingly walking on a razor's edge. On one fateful day, a team of electricians was tasked with performing routine maintenance on a large switchgear cabinet. These cabinets are the nerve centers of an electrical system, directing the flow of immense amounts of power. The procedure was supposed to be simple, something they had done countless times before. But on this day, something went terribly wrong. As one of the electricians was working inside the cabinet, a tool may have slipped, perhaps a stray piece of metal made contact where it shouldn't have. The exact trigger is lost to time, but the result was instantaneous and catastrophic. In less than the blink of an eye, an electrical arc leaped across the air gap between two high-voltage conductors. This wasn't just a spark, this was an arc flash. The air itself was superheated, expanding violently and creating a pressure wave that blew the heavy steel doors of the cabinet off their hinges. A blinding flash of light, brighter than any welding arc, illuminated the cavernous hall. And then came the heat wave of thermal energy, estimated to be over 35,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, for context, that's 4 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
The blast threw the workers backward. The ensuing fire, fed by vaporized copper and melting insulation, turned the area into an inferno. The tragedy was immense. It was a brutal, horrifying lesson in the raw power they were dealing with. The incident was so severe, so unlike a typical electric shock, that it couldn't be ignored. It forced engineers and safety experts to ask a new, terrifying question. What was this phenomenon, and how could it be stopped? This event became a critical case study, the first time the industry had a documented account of the devastating potential of an arc flash. Engineers began to meticulously study the physics behind it. They learned that it wasn't just the electricity that was deadly. It was the explosive pressure, the intense light, and the incredible heat. They realized that a simple shock was one thing, but an arc flash was a bomb made of pure energy. This tragic event sparked a revolution in electrical safety. It was the catalyst that led to the development of modern safety protocols. The initial reaction was to try and engineer the problem away. Researchers developed faster-acting circuit breakers and current-limiting fuses designed to interrupt the flow of electricity before a fault could escalate into a full-blown arc flash. The design of switchgear itself began to change, incorporating more robust insulation and compartmentalization to contain an explosion if one did occur. But technology alone wasn't enough. The human element was just as crucial. This incident led to the birth of what we now know as arc flash safety standards. Organizations like the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, began to codify the lessons learned. They started developing guidelines for calculating the potential arc flash energy at any given point in a system. This is what's known as an arc flash hazard analysis. Think about that. For this, an electrician would walk up to a panel with no real idea of the explosive danger it contained. After this, they had a way to quantify the risk. This analysis led to the creation of the boundary system we use today, the arc flash boundary, where a worker could receive a second-degree burn, and the limited approach boundary, which defines a safe distance for unqualified personnel. These imaginary lines drawn around electrical equipment were created in response to the very real tragedy of the 1930s. And what about the workers themselves? The concept of personal protective equipment specifically for arc flashes was born from this fire. The idea of wearing flame-resistant clothing wasn't common, but after witnessing the horrific burns caused by an arc flash, it became clear that standard cotton or polyester work clothes were not just inadequate. They were dangerous, often melting and fusing to the skin. So, the industry began developing and testing materials that would unignite and would self-extinguish when exposed to intense heat. This led to the arc-rated shirts, pants, and coveralls that electricians wear today. The heavy tinted face shields, the insulated gloves, the balaclavas, every piece of that specialized gear is a direct descendant of the lessons learned from that first recorded disaster. It's a suit of armor designed to protect against an invisible, instantaneous threat. The changes went even deeper, embedding themselves into the very culture of the electrical trade. The idea of de-energizing equipment before working on it became paramount. Lockout-tagout procedures, where a circuit is physically locked in the off position, became mandatory. These aren't just rules. They are life-saving rituals, born from the understanding that human error can have explosive consequences. So, when you see an electrician today, suited up in their PPE, placing a lock on a breaker, and putting up warning signs, you're witnessing the legacy of that 1930s incident. Every step they take is part of a carefully choreographed dance of safety, a system designed to prevent a repeat of that tragedy. The labels on electrical panels that warn of an arc flash hazard and specify the required PPE are direct communications from the past. Warnings written in the aftermath of disaster, it's a somber thought, but most safety regulations we take for granted are written in response to accidents. They are the hard-won knowledge gained from moments of failure and loss. The story of the first industrial arc flash is a powerful reminder of this. It marks the point where the electrical industry had to confront a danger it didn't fully understand and commit itself to protecting its people. From that single devastating explosion came a new era of awareness. It pushed engineers to build safer systems, it forced companies to adopt stricter procedures, and it gave workers the knowledge and the tools they needed to protect themselves. The ghosts of that incident still walk the halls of every power plant and factory. Their silent warnings echoed in every safety manual and every piece of protective gear. It's a story of tragedy, yes, but it's also a story of progress, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of making the workplace safer for everyone. The next time you flip a light switch, just take a moment to appreciate the complex web of safety that stands between you and the raw, immense power of the grid. It's a system built over decades, with its foundation laid on a tragic day in the 1930s. When the world learned in a flash of fire and light the true power of electricity. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of industrial history interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe for more stories about the engineering and events that shape our world. Stay safe out there.